I was married to a man.
Hello, happy Saturday. It's your girl, Jazzy Jazz. Yes. We are here on Ladies Night. We're here to talk that stuff. We're going to get into talking about Black Chyna and her reverse plastic surgery, how we feel about it, just what our thoughts are. And I just want to let y'all know I had a very long week, but it was good. It was good. I'm still getting better. I'm recovering. I was really sick. I lost my voice, and that was really tough. So I'm better now, but I'm just happy to be here with y'all. Hi, Nyla. I miss you. Thank you so much. I want to say I really appreciate Nyla because she'll send me like a meme throughout the week or like a message with positive information or like a positive little like quote or whatever the case or something funny. Hey, Brina, I miss you. Hey, Karma. But I just want to say thank you for doing that. It like you don't know it, but it really does make a difference in my world. So I just want to thank you for that. But just so if you guys ever want to follow me on Instagram, it's Jasmine Johnson MUA. So I would appreciate the love and support. If you could like, share, subscribe. We're going to get into Ladies Night, BizEnt.Network. Just thank y'all for tuning in, stopping in. I love you guys so much. But we're going to get into this Black Chyna surgery, reverse plastic surgery. So we're going to go ahead and get into the first video, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay? And then we're also, I was going to say, I'm so sorry. We're also going to be having some guests come on. They're going to trickle in, so if we could just show love when they get on, we would super appreciate it. Okay, now I can watch the video. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I decided to make a video for all the women that are thinking about doing lipo. And lipo is probably one of the ones that affected me the most. It hurts. It hurts a lot. And yes, you look good, but no one tells you that after a few years, your skin changes completely and it never looks the same. 3, no one tells you that if you don't do the lymphatic massage and you don't do it for like right after the 4th day of your surgery, your skin is gonna get all lumpy and like little pockets of fat on your body. Well, at least my doctor didn't tell me that the first 2 times that I did it. And then the 3rd time she did say that, and only because I mentioned how unhappy I was with this little lumps. Like I can never wear a bathing suit. I feel bad. I'm only showing you guys my belly today only because I want you to know that, because no one tells you that. And I see so much hype about surgeries, plastic surgeries, and tummy tucks and lipo and all that stuff. You know, I done it all. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, make sure that you know the side effects and how it's going to change your skin, your body after a few years. Every surgery, whether it's your stomach, your face, your boobs, will change after a couple of years. The best time of the surgery, how you're going to feel about your skin, your changes and everything is going to be in the first 2 years. And now, I'm not a doctor. I'm only explaining this based on my experience on plastic surgeries.
Wow. I'm just like, whoa. So I know like years ago, like 10 years ago, I had a friend that was super excited to get the mommy makeover. right? It was like when it first started becoming really big and really popular. Oh, that's awesome, Nyla. Thank you. But no, it became really big, really popular. Everybody was getting the mommy makeover where they were getting the tummy tuck. You know, they were injecting whatever they were taking from the tummy, putting it in your bottom, and then, you know, doing a boob job. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, doing all of that at one time is a lot. Like, I know just one surgery is a lot on your body in general, but to do all three at the same time, or like even within a couple weeks of each other, it's a lot, right? You put a lot
I guess
on your.
they couldn't get enough.
What'd you say?
I said I guess they couldn't get enough.
I don't know. To me, it's like I couldn't
Do you
imagine
think that-
doing it. I've had surgery, so I had surgery on my knee, and I've also had C-sections. So I can only imagine doing a tummy tuck in the recovery time. Like, you have to have someone there to help you. Like, I don't know if the doctors go over that with you. Like the woman said, her doctor didn't even tell her, you need to be doing this massage so that it can get all that fluid and it doesn't get stuck. So I know that much, right? Well, my friend that went to go get this done, the doctor didn't catch like something that was, they like left a piece of something in her stomach when they were doing her tummy tuck, and it got infected. And so she had to go back in and get it like they had to, it was horrible, right? I'm like, I don't want to get too much. But so then now her belly button is like all twisted because they had to go back, take skin. It was just, and I'm like, this doesn't even, like, now you can't wear like a 2-piece, because that's the whole point of this. Like, in my mind, you're doing this so you can wear a 2-piece or at least wear a crop top or something. Now you can't even do that because you're deformed.
You think women?
Is it worth it?
You think women think of that? Oh, I'm out of here. Cat Mac is in here. I'm out of here.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. Let me get in here, y'all.
Hey, cousin.
Hey, let me get big. How do I?
Oh, he'll fix you right now. Don't worry. We'll get there. You go. You're good.
Okay. Look at all the junk behind.
That's okay. So I think women know, like, the doctors have to tell you, right? The doctors have to tell you this could be a possibility. This is a side effect. This could go wrong. Like, you know this going in. But I think so many people are so unhappy with the way their bodies are. They're willing to take that risk. They're willing. Because that could be the only, it's like you're jumping headfirst into the unknown and hoping at the end of the day you look amazing. And for some people it works, some people it doesn't. It just depends on the situation. But anyways, I want to introduce you real quick to our lovely tribe. This is Cat Mac. Everybody, please tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hey, everybody.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, let me move it a little bit. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh no. I can hear you now.
Okay. Hey, everybody's Cat. A little bit about me. Are you able to hear me still? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Okay. A little bit about myself. I am a wonderful entrepreneur. I wear several different hats. I don't want to just name one, so I wear several different hats. I kind of jumped in the middle of the topic, so you can kind of just tell me what the topic is. And
yes, I'll catch you up to speed. Sorry.
Okay.
Usually we just do like a little intro about ourselves, like, you know, something. If you want anybody to follow you on any, you know, platforms, you're more than welcome to go over that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little bit about ourselves, just so that everybody can know a little bit about us. And I mean, we end up about ourselves anyway throughout the conversation, but just
absolutely. Okay, well, yeah, I'm a mother and a grandmother of 4 grandkids, 4 children. You can follow me on Facebook at Cat Mac, on Instagram at Cat Mac 1, on TikTok at Cat Mac 1.
Okay.
Anything else?
Mm-hmm. No, you're good. Well, it'll come out. It'll naturally just come out as we go.
Okay. Sorry for the delay, y'all. And I'm not always late.
It's okay. No, I was running behind. We were at nephew Jojo. he went to prom. So we were celebrating.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we were
so
celebrating.
Exciting.
Oh, it was so exciting. He looked so sharp. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I got to look for pictures. Okay.
Yes.
Amazing.
So we got to spend time with family. So that was one, it's always good spending time with family. But no, I had a really good time. The topic for tonight is, how is it Black Chyna, how she did her reverse plastic surgery. So she's taking all of her plastic surgery out. She did her rear end, she went down in her breast size, and then she's taking out all the fillers that she had in her face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear too much about it, but okay.
So she's like changing her, I guess, like her image or what she's putting out. She wants to be known as Angela. I believe it's Angela White, if I'm not mistaken. I know Angela for sure. I'm not sure of her last name, but she wants to be known as that. She's like, she's turned off her OnlyFans, and now she's going through this, change or metamorphosis, if you want to call it, where she's taking out all of the like stuff she shouldn't have ever put in her body. Because as you learn about it, like back in the day when you don't have a lot of money, there's people doing it, back door, and you don't know what they're putting in your body, but you just want to have a big old butt because you want to go hit that pole, or you want to be in a music video, or you want to be a model, or you want to do whatever with yourself, and you don't think you're par, right? When I thought she was beautiful before she started doing anything to herself. I thought she was a beautiful girl, which I think a lot of women are beautiful the way they are, but I feel if you want to change yourself, do it in a healthy way, not a dangerous way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if, I don't know. That's just because you want to make sure whatever you're putting into your body is not going to harm you. Now that you always have a chance of you like not having that route or having, a good thing put in. But yeah, she's just going through this whole transformation. So I think it's pretty awesome that she's doing that.
I didn't know. This is the first thing I heard of it.
Yeah, no,
I was just reading on it.
Yeah, she's went on a couple talk shows. I know she was on one, and she was talking about just how dangerous it is, because even with her getting rid of it like the fillers in her face, like her cheekbones and stuff.
She looks really good though, without it.
Yeah, she does. She looks amazing, but it all dissolves into your body, and your lymph nodes have to, get it out of your body. So just imagine all that stuff that's going through your body, like that your body has to get rid of. I don't know.
Right, absolutely. Right, no, for real.
In our body as it is, But Karma said...
Did she say why, what was her decision?
I don't know what's
to take it out.
Well, I know the one thing I did hear about the OnlyFans was she didn't want it to affect her kids. I know that, but I don't know what started everything of her transformation. I don't know.
Okay. But I know K Michelle had to pulled all her implants and things out too.
I heard about that. She got really sick.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Maybe it was going into, I don't know her age. I was trying to find her age, but she had kids and Black Chyna. So I would say it's more so she probably had come to this decision because once she's getting older,
right?
Your body starts to change. With all the different things in it, your body starts to change.
She's 34. She's 34 years old.
Okay, yeah, pretty young. Oh wow. I'm sure that she had it done as a young.
Yes, she
did.
What I mean?
A young influencer. Yeah. Okay, I think she looks really good without it.
I think she does too. She like.
What I really think when it comes
she started listening to Kevin Samuel.
Oh well, that would make sense too. I mean, you have to look at certain things when it comes to social media, how time has changed and influencing. So when people look at the whole idea of I'm an influencer, then you do things that influenced you by other people that you think is influencing someone else. But like you said, it's not something that's pure or healthy that you're putting into your body. Like, if you work out, you can get those abs, you can get, those big bums and all those different things if you work out. So,
no, sure. She did mention like she wanted to be perfect. Like that was one thing that I did hear her say, like she was trying to do this so that she came across to everybody as perfect. And I was like, that to me says a lot. Like,
right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's what everybody, you're pushing this narrative out to the world, right? All of your followers, all of your fans, you're pushing this perfection or what you think is perfection. And what do? They try to mirror you. They buy what you wear. They buy the makeup.
Absolutely.
Anything to be just like this person.
Anything with your name on it, right?
Right. And so that's what she was kind of saying too. She's like, I got all this free plastic surgery because all these doctors and, you know, little spas and stuff, they want to have my name behind them so that they can get business.
Okay. So she didn't pay for this. Oh, okay. So that makes sense too.
She didn't pay for. No, as you know, as her being now, she wasn't paying for a lot of it. She was just promoting those, you know, those doctors and stuff. And so to me, I'm like, okay, but those doctors are feeding her like, oh, you know, Chyna, if we just do this, you're going to be more symmetrical. And, oh, you're going to look great in your photo. Like, I'm sure they're feeding her this nonsense.
Of course.
They're not telling her how dangerous this is going to be if she continues to do it because they want her.
And I think that's the sad part when it comes to the medical field. It's like pharmacists, pharmaceuticals, they all feed us these things to tell us that it's going to do one thing when in turn it's actually doing something totally different, tearing our bodies down.
Exactly. So I'm just really happy that she
also had illegal procedures done.
Yes. When she was younger, she did mention that. She doesn't know. That's what she said. She's like, I don't know what they injected into my body because she was just trying to be Hey, baby.
So at the age of 19 is when she...
19. That's so young.
At the age of 19, she had an unlicensed doctor.
Yes.
Oh, so I'm sure that now it is causing some type of health problems.
It could be. It definitely
could.
I'm sure. A lot of
she didn't even know the substance. Okay, she said whatever substance they were putting into her.
That's so scary. That's really
okay, so she did say it says here she touched on how it affected her health.
Okay.
Her rear end was super inflamed. It got very hard, very hot. It was very scary.
Ooh.
So yeah, she did talk about it here.
Okay.
YouTube.
So that's what started.
Angela White is her name. So that was Access Hollywood interview. She talked about it. So that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Same thing with K. Michelle.
That's scary though, to like all of a sudden, like, you know what I'm saying? Because your body at some point does reject things. Like anything you put into your body,
especially something like that. You don't even know. You don't even know what they're injecting into you.
Kat says, so Karma says she's on her healthy journey and found her closer walk with God along the way. So that's awesome. Sabrina says this is a great topic. Kat Hurston says, hey ladies, hey Kat. Lots of girls are getting work done because of what they see on magazines and TV, not knowing what most of Hollywood is fake.
Absolutely. That's true. True statement.
So I definitely, that's what I'm saying. Like they're pushing this narrative onto these young women that where they need to love themselves first before you try to change anything. That's how, I mean, you know, that's what I think needs to.
She had 5 boob jobs, 3 liposuction, fillers in butt augmentation. Wow. That's a lot for her age. That's a lot for her age. Well, thank God that she made the decision to take it out. Wow. I'm literally just hearing it and reading it.
I like that she's doing it in front of the world. Like K. Michelle did it. I don't think this in depth, but K. Michelle did do it. I know she does. She helps like a lot of women that are in that situation. I know she's held conferences. Like I know that much about it. I don't know too much of what she's done, but I know she does try to help people not have that material and like be uneducated about what you're doing, you know, with these backdoor people that'll say, absolutely, that'll make you have a fat butt, you know?
Woo, that's a lot right there.
when you're in it,
Yeah.
you don't really see it. You don't see it because you're in it. And most of the time, I want to let y'all know this, most of the time, the stuff is free. So the injections, like in the fillers in the face, is free because the people at the clinics, they just want a post so that they can get more people to come in. So it's like more
So you are a walking
traffic.
billboard.
Exactly.
That's what I was saying. She's like the poster board of
Oh,
whoever
okay.
is giving her this work.
Right. Okay. Wow. That's something. Okay.
But just imagine how much money she's bringing these people. Like how many followers does she have? She has millions of, I think it's millions, as far as, you know what I'm saying? And we're all these young women that want to look like her. She's like, here, go here.
Right.
You know, they're going to make you beautiful. And you're already beautiful. And I have to say, I went through like, I'm still even with myself. I know it's dangerous, but I wanted to get lip filler because I think I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I see wrinkles and lines that I never had. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I, thank goodness, have decent genes to where I look, you know, good. But I noticed things. And I'm like, I told my husband, I was like, I think I'm going to go get this done. I know a really good girl. And he's like, why do you want to change what you look like? You're beautiful. And I'm like, to me, it's not about beauty. To me, it's what I see. It's about me seeing things
absolutely.
I never had. Me, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want them.
And I think it comes from like the social media standpoint of things, because now that has become the forefront of our lives. It's like you know, so this is what this person is doing. You see how it look on this person. You see that's like myself, like, you know, I greatly appreciate wigs just because I see it done. I see that it looks nice. I see that you can make changes, you can switch it up. Not to say that I don't appreciate my own hair, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's to see that all these things in front of me. Okay, let me try this. I don't know if I would go as far as like plastic surgery until I educate myself on the different types, like, you know, side effects, how long, you know, certain processes and sickness, and, you know, until I do something like that, I mean, that whole Coca-Cola bottle thing, it actually does not look good to me. So that's not something that crossed my mind to say, make me look like a Coca-Cola bottle. No, I don't really do that.
Right.
So,
I
think it's like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it's like when we're, how can I say it? When we're watching certain people and we're being influenced, I think it's more so that mentally you have to get a grip on yourself before you start to think, oh, I want to look like her. Oh, I want to do that. Or to look at the healthy ways of what this person is doing. Right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sometimes I watched a lot of makeup, you know, people do makeup and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. Or I want to fix my eyebrows, or I want to micro shade, you know, things like that. But I think even that is like, you still want to, you know, look into it, you know, check your health first and then look into what, you know, what's the healthy way to do things.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of these doctors, like, they need to be checked too, because this is what y'all allowing these people to do. And then too, it's like you're paying them or making them, you're doing it for free and fucking them up at the same time. That's sad.
Yeah,
and she's a young influencer.
I watched, so, you know, that's one thing that we do have in common is that we love makeup, right? We love watching people in makeup and all that stuff. So I definitely can relate to seeing someone that is younger, that doesn't have wrinkles. And I'm like, well, damn, her makeup looks really good, but she's also behind a filter and she's got lights and she's got, you know, but I'm like, and I know this, right?
Right.
Like, why can't I look like her? You know? And but I just have to, you know, love myself, know that I'm meant to look the way I'm meant to look, and that's okay.
Right,
you know?
absolutely.
And that's where I think a lot of that, you know, lift the women in your life up. Let them know how beautiful they are. Because I don't think a lot of times we don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't hear it enough.
Absolutely.
To know how beautiful that we are inside, just how we are. And so we try to fix everything. We try to like, well, maybe if I do my eyebrows every day, maybe if I wear foundation now, maybe, there's different things that, maybe if I wear tighter clothes, maybe if I do my hair a different way. But you do all that for recognition, for someone to say, hey, you look good today.
That looks nice. Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe if we just, as women, be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to give every woman I see a compliment today. No matter if it's true or not, absolutely. I'm going to give them a compliment.
But you can find something. Okay. You can find something, true on someone to compliment them.
That's true. I was being silly, but you know what I mean? Like,
I just want to thank.
Sorry.
Next video. Bring in the next video. We're ready.
Next video.
I just want to thank you for coming on. Because as I said at the beginning of the show, we know there are people.
My mother told me, she said,
I just want to thank you for coming on. Because as I said at the beginning of the show, we know there are people who just yelled, I love you, Angela. And then there are people who say, well, Blac Chyna, she's a tabloid superstar. She's an influencer. But is there a lesson that we can learn from her? And I say yes. Yes. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah. So you can see the difference.
To point out the major difference.
Right here in the cheek area.
Right here in the cheek area.
Yeah, see when I smile? Like now you can see like all of my teeth.
You can see all of your
I had so much filler in my lips to where as though I couldn't even barely smile. But see now when I smile,
yeah.
See, look at the difference from there.
People will say, she is so beautiful. Why did she ever do this? How do you answer that question?
Insecurities and honestly what was kind of in at that moment. Being in like the industry, you want to have this image of yourself to look perfect, and it's no such thing as that.
This vulnerability that we're seeing and the desire to talk, you say it's faith. That you, in your words, found God. You recently got baptized.
Yes. Yeah, I'm right, man.
I think that's awesome.
That's a good one.
I really like that she's going public with this, just because it's going to show so many women that do doubt themselves. Like, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. Like, I like how you can see her teeth though. That's scary. Her one picture was scary.
Yeah, and I like that the honesty. She said it was insecurities.
Yeah.
So now that she got past those insecurities, she's able to be honest. And I think that that's good for her stating that for the younger generation that's coming up, they can revert back to that. Well, Blac Chyna or Angela, whichever way they see her, they can relate back to what she's saying,
Right.
She had insecurities. She, I think she looks amazing as well.
She does. She looks good. I mean, I always thought she was pretty. Like, I never thought, the only thing I ever thought about Blac Chyna was like her forehead was kind of big. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to pick anything, that was like, oh, okay. But then that's why she always wore her bangs. If you remember when she first came out, she always had bangs.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I've only I don't follow her like that, so I really don't. But
yeah, that's all and
I did see some. I'm looking at some things of her. Yeah, I think she's very beautiful. I mean, a lot of these social media stars, reality stars, are very pretty, and they do too much, enhancing that beauty. I think makeup is a great enhancer. Makeup should be as far as, they go, with enhancing it. I don't know who came up with this mind to say these butts and these BBLs is the way to go, because I think it was a total mess. That's just what I think.
No, I hear you. I think it depends. It really depends on your body shape to begin with. Because you take some of these girls that don't have that body, I can only imagine what it looks like when they take their clothes off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look natural. It looks strange. So there's one girl that I saw.
It looked like it hurt. It looked like it hurt.
Right. It doesn't look normal. Like it looks.
It looked like it hurt.
Like there's one hard. Girl, I can't remember her name. She she was a little bit on the thicker side, like not chubby, not fat, just thick. And she was a stripper. And now she does she's like an influencer. Like she had gotten
who is it?
Her name. She was a rapper, and then it'll come to me. It'll come to me when we're not here. But I see her now, and I'm just like, she doesn't look right. Like she's done so much work to herself, and she was promoting like one of the medical spas in Florida. I saw her a couple weeks ago, and she's like, "This doctor's amazing," and blah blah blah. And her waist is like this big, and her bottom is like, it's like the ratio is just crazy. And I'm like,
yeah, that's scary. That is really scary.
It doesn't look attractive at some. I mean, maybe to some people. Some people may think that she looks amazing, but from my perspective, I'm like, you look fine 2 surgeries ago. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 surgeries before surgery. Like you didn't need this. But I'm like, what is missing in your life or in your heart that you gotta go 4 surgeries in? You know, like that's is there someone there telling them like, hey, you don't need it, don't do it, you know?
Well, she did mention that it's what's in, you know what I'm saying? So it's what's in. That's how we live today. Like everybody's doing it, everybody's listening to it, everybody's wearing it. So it's what's in, you know. That's what I can say. That most of them is like, I know when I'm on Instagram and I'm just scrolling and I see all these different like little sponsors come up, and it's all these different places that do the BBL, and then looking at the women like, oh, this is a Mia babe, an aesthetic babe, but this babe, and oh my God, it's after watching the whole thing with Kanye West's mom not coming, you know, she didn't come out of surgery. And I think there was some women that went to Mexico that went to go do the whole BBL thing, and the sister went over there and she died there.
Right.
Or it was either Dominican or something like that, but she died there.
Yeah. And that's going out of the country is scary enough. I wouldn't want to put a surgery on top of it. Like I don't
something like that. All the different. Then what gets me is I don't want to go get put in pain, and I can't sit on my ass.
Right, you can't sit on your butt.
Nothing taking shit. Like, why would I go let you tear me up, and then I can't sit? Like, what? That is crazy.
After getting Botox, the nurse says there are 3 things that you cannot do. Number 1, you cannot cry for 6 hours. Number 2, you cannot lay down for 6 hours. Number 3, you cannot go to the gym for 24 hours. And after every time I get my Botox, do you want to know what I say? I look the nurse straight in his eyes and I say, sir, I can promise you one of those 3 things. I will not go to the gym.
Look, I can already tell you. The going to the gym is not it. So we are good to go. Like, what the heck? That was hilarious.
See, it's like, why would I put myself in that type of pain?
I don't know. So I know so on my dad's side of the family, my aunt, she's been getting Botox in her forehead for the past 10 years now. And because she had like the deep lines, and she's in the beauty industry. So I said, okay, like understandable. My cousin, she started to get like, you know, lip fillers, and, you know, I think it's just lip fillers. And then she ended up getting like a nose job. And I'm like, I thought she was pretty before, but you're doing this to make yourself like, are you doing it to make yourself feel better? Or are you doing it to make the world think you're perfect? I don't know. It's, I guess, like you said, it's all about influencing a little bit of that dynamic. I don't know. I just think a lot of people are beautiful. They don't need to mess with themselves, but whatever.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, because it's more so of after it's done, it's like it makes some people happy. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's like tattoos. Right. Like, I love to get tattoos. Makes me happy. So it's one of those things, you know.
Maybe, and so I've heard tattoos can be addicting.
They're very addicting.
So I have 4. I haven't got, and I think the last one.
They're very addicting.
Facts. Big facts. Big facts.
I only have 4. That's all. I cut off at 4, but I want to get another one. I just haven't gone. Haven't found that right tattoo artist.
It's just a relaxing thing, you know, and most of my tattoos tell a story. So it's like it's a story being told. A lot of it came from my younger days, you know, the way I was raised, the things that I went through. So it does tell a story.
That's awesome.
So I guess it goes back to, you know, where you at with self-esteem and different things like that.
Do you think, well, like it goes, like you said, it goes back to like being influenced. Like, who exactly are you being influenced by, and what beauty means to you? So like tattoos may be beautiful for you and not beautiful for the next person, but that next person might want a BBL, and that's their beauty,
right?
What they see. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I just think I never got down on anybody for wanting a BBL or getting I don't. It's when you're taking it too far. Like you get it done, or you look abnormal.
Or you
like,
still look the same after you get it done. Like, what was the purpose?
Or that.
Like, why
like,
did you waste the
surgery?
money? I feel like the BBLs and all these things that women go buy a house, go pay for more, further your education, do those things before you do the whole BBL thing. I find it very sad that I see a lot of women, you know, it's a whole social media thing, and I see a lot of women that do it. I'm like, wow. And they go into their apartment after they get it done.
No.
There's start a business with that money.
I would be terrified. I would be, I don't know. I'd be squatting it out. Like, you tell me. What'd you say?
I want to ask, do y'all think mental health is a form, mental health, body dysphoria or body dysphoria? Is that what they call it? Anyway, when you alter your body, right? Is that a form of mental health?
Absolutely. I definitely think a lot of it. So. You don't think so?
I would say yes.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Because I know there's some people, because what body dysmorphia means, well, what I think it means is that someone, or like an example of it is that like someone that's really thin, when they look in the mirror, they see someone really large or really tall, or you know what I'm saying? Like the way they view themselves is not what is actually in reality. So those people can definitely alter themselves with surgery because this is what they think they look like. But that all stems back to what you see on social media, what you see on influencing. It all leads back to that same circle.
I feel like everybody is so quick to be like, oh my gosh, mental health, we have to be so much better to people who have mental health issues and stop bullying them, and then conveniently forget that having body dysmorphia is a mental health issue. And as soon as somebody has maybe lips that have been migrated or a bad nose job or anything like that, everybody in the comments first to be like, ew, you're fucking ugly. That's so fucking rude. And if somebody does have a bad nose job or something like that, they know. They already know. You don't need to say anything. Just shut the fuck up.
It's true. Like someone knows, they know that they look like not horrible, but if they went through the surgery, they're looking at it themselves. They know. People just are mean. Those are the cyber bullies, like people that talk all this mess online or like behind the scenes, but can't, like if you were have a conversation in person, they'll be like, oh, you look great. You're good.
Right.
That's just
it definitely goes back to the whole mental health. It's like how these women were raised, and a lot of them, how the moms made them feel, and you know, so they once they get a little bit of money, they get a little bit of fame, they go right into whatever they need mentally to make them feel, you know, good about themselves. You know, some women, they can be well in their 20s, going in their 30s, and they still need to hear "good job" or "you look beautiful." That's nice. I seen some men get the abs.
I knew some.
Yeah, I seen them get like the abs. So
I seen the men with the jaws. Like make sure that, or they get fillers to make them look like they have that chiseled jaw. It's with men too. It's not only women.
That's what.
Cap.
Cap. It's not cap.
Cap.
But I've seen it, and like I said, again, it goes back to how people are treated as kids. Like some, back in the days, some mothers, some fathers, they don't know how to secure their children, like to let them know, like, that looks good. You have some kids, I remember when I was coming up, everybody wanted a perm. Nobody wanted to wear their natural hair. They wanted a perm. Whereas now, 30 years later, this is what we're doing. Right. Yeah, everybody's doing it now. It's like, I be telling my clients, don't put no perm in your hair. I could work with natural hair. Whereas 20 years ago, I'm like, bring a perm. So, it's like, whereas if our parents would say, oh, you look good. That looks nice. Come here, let me work your natural out or whatever. Then it would have instilled into us that, oh, this is beautiful. Natural is beautiful. Right. But a lot of people, they stray from, instilling that into their children. They stray from it.
So you want to know something that's so crazy? So a couple years ago, I was working at a job, and I have crazy hair. Like it's crazy right now. So that's why I keep messing with it. But I've always had big hair. Can't hide it. It is what it is. Some people tell me, oh, your hair's so beautiful. I like my hair. I've always liked it curly. When I was younger, I hated it. I didn't know how to do anything with it. And I always wanted straight hair. Well, a couple years ago, I worked with this lady, maybe like 6 years ago now. I worked with this lady who would tell me if I came like this to work, I looked unprofessional. Well, I mean right now.
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, just the poofy look?
Right, the poofy. Like she would tell, like, and I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I didn't know how to take it. Now, no one's ever told me you look unprofessional, you look this way or whatever, because I'm wearing my hair naturally. Like, this is naturally what happens. My hair grows or does whatever.
Right.
It's curly. But I was like taken so aback because she like took me in the office and was like, we need to talk. And I was like, okay. And she's like, well, you're a manager. You need to be professional. And I'm like, what did I do? Like, did I not, you know what I'm saying? Was I not professional? And she's like, you need your hair, like you need to wear it straight or it needs to be styled. Like you cannot wear your hair like this. It's very unprofessional.
Wow.
So and I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, I work my butt off here doing stuff that I don't need to do. And you're worried about my hair?
Man. And I was worried about it being straight or curly. Like, how does that define my work ethic? Like,
right. What? And I was like, okay, but it made me realize what people, like a lot of people look at you from the outside. That's all they judge. That's Absolutely. It. Like I get it. She comes from a generation where you have to come, heels, suit, hair done, makeup done, all that, right? I wasn't necessarily, I would make, I started doing that because I felt out of place being there. Like I didn't always wear makeup to work. I was like, I'd put some mascara on and call it a day.
Right. I'm going to work.
I'm like, I'm running around all day. I'm not ever in one place. I'm working with, mechanics and dealing with customers. And I never really, that wasn't on the top of my list to look like a full face of makeup at work. Like that's just not me.
Wow, and so I started hair texture though. Like this is my hair texture. You can't.
That's why I was like, and I had told my husband, I was like, she doesn't like my hair, and he was like, what? And I'm like,
like you went to work for her.
I was like, when I interviewed with you, I had this hair. I didn't grow it overnight. I was like, I had never. So that goes like that with segue into people not being able to be natural. Like Jordan, my daughter wearing a fro, and me embracing it. Wear your fro. It's beautiful. You have beautiful hair. Do you know how many people would die for your hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, rock it out. I don't care what anybody tells you. You have beautiful hair. You're going to, just like me, you got beautiful hair. You're going to rock it no matter which way it lies.
Right.
Let's see.
What's crazy is like you can do anything you want on OnlyFans. Yeah. It just has this name, this category attached to it. You could be cooking on OnlyFans.
I try to tell people that too. It's just content.
It's just content, and you're just getting paid for it. But as far as like me deactivating it, so I got baptized on my birthday. So I was reborn on my birthday of 2022, and just in my mind, in my body, my soul, I'm like, I know that God does not want me doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna take a leap on faith. And I just was like, actually, I called my pastor.
Okay.
I was like, Pastor, like, I'm done living like this. You know, stay on the phone with me. I'm about to delete this. He's like, oh, baby, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, thank you, Bishop. He's like, see, God got you, my baby. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And,
so it's kind of like a spiritual thing.
Right.
Does that have something to do with why you want to take the change your body and your face?
The fillers.
Is it the fillers or something? Is that from the being baptized and stuff?
No, that just came. It just kind of came.
Okay.
Like, it just came to me.
That's interesting. I've never been on OnlyFans. I don't know what it can.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know either. But what was she doing on OnlyFans? That she had to call the pastor?
I don't think it was cooking.
Right. She had to call her pastor, but
like she said,
was like, "Yay, you let me go!" Like, hey.
Right. Okay. So Karma says there's a difference between being professional and making you be more European. Had that issue in a professional setting from a coworker. Okay, gotcha.
Wow.
And then she also says straight or curly is still going to be confident in appearance. Absolutely. And then Karma says Black Chyna's on a complete cleanse, which I think you need to do. I think I was just talking about it with your cousin. I was like, what you're feeding yourself is so important. The people around you, the social media that you watch, TV that you watch. Like, what are you feeding yourself? Because that's what's going to come out, right? If you're feeding yourself a whole bunch of negativity, a whole bunch of whatever, how are you going to be? You're going to be negative. You're going to be in that space. So, like for myself, I've been trying to be on an uplifting, positive, moving forward. Like, I'm not going to hold on to anything in the past. I'm letting everything go. I just want to be a better person for myself and my kids. Like, I just want to be a better person. I don't want to be like petty, because I can get petty quick and I don't like that. I want to be like different. Let it go. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day about any of it. You know what I'm saying? And so I just started noticing like what I'm feeding myself. What am I putting in my aura? What am my mind? What am I pushing out to the world? I want to be a positive person. I don't want anybody to come on here or go to my social media and be like, I don't like her. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen because I'm not for everybody and everybody's not for me.
Absolutely.
But for the most part, I want them to be like, okay, she's herself. At the end of the day, I'm being myself and I want the best for everybody around me.
Blac Chyna has debuted her Make Under after dissolving her fillers and getting her breast and butt implants removed. The reality star pulled her hair back in a tousled updo as she attended a magazine party in Atlanta, Georgia late last week. Chyna, whose real name is Angela, told her followers on Instagram, basically, I want to dissolve all of it. Just dissolve it. Back to the baseline. She continued, it's not what I look like. It's totally changed my face and I'm just ready to get back to Angela.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate.
Was that it, or was there more to that video? Well, I know, like, for some people, like, if you lose a lot of weight and you have all that skin that you need,
You cannot.
it's a surgery that you need because it can become a health issue. I do know that, but I don't. I think doing it for
if it's something that you have to take there, then I think that should be, again, it's knowledge. You educate yourself while you're going through your weight loss, and you know what's the best route to take. Once to remove, I think is what the extra skin to remove it.
Yes, I think, but I don't. Was he wearing a faja?
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate.
Wait for it. Yeah, some men do it too.
Good night, Gabby. Thank you so much for tuning in. If everybody could like, share, and subscribe, we super appreciate it.
I'm not going for it because she mad, shorty. I am God's child, not Chyna. Chyna is a PR stunt. Come on, bitch. We know better. I don't give a fuck. She'll never talk to me in life, child. I raised her, had her, taught her. She know everything. She know everything. This bitch is faking. In Jesus' name, stop her right now. Put her on her back for playing with you, Lord. Take her name out the Lamb's Book of Life. If she playing with you, Lord, in Jesus' name.
She's always so angry.
Is that the mom?
Yeah.
That's the mom. Okay, I saw the mom's story, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, she's
but
angry.
I mean, it looks like mom has to do. You have to give some type of act in order to stay relevant.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she's gonna keep, acting so now she can be relevant. Like that's a mess, a total mess.
Because I think she had stopped talking to her mom for a bit, and then like they had reconnected. It was like some weird, I don't know. It's just it looks from the outside like a strange relationship, but it's like it's for show and not for show. I don't know.
That's what you gotta keep a storyline. So she probably wanna, they know one thing about social media is like as long as it's mess, people flock to it. People flock to bull crap. So
for sure. Hey D, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping in.
Yes, I look. I'm in the middle of hair. I was babysitting, and I was like, you know what? Let me come on. Let me say
yes.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fabulous.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I've been watching you guys. You guys are doing so good. I love this.
Thank you so much. So what is your take? Let me know. I know you got a take. Let me know.
As far as like her reversing or just plastic surgery in general?
Start with plastic surgery and then go to her reversing.
Plastic surgery in general, I feel like, I was just talking about it with my sister. I feel like women do not do it. There's two things. It can be women are doing it for themselves because I believe you do whatever makes you happy. Right. Whatever you feel you need for you, great. But I also feel that women are doing these surgeries for other women because a man who loves you, who wants you, whatever, that man is going to take you whether you big, small, no ass, big ass. I don't have a booty, but I've never had a problem getting a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a curvy girl, but I've never had a problem. And I think that that is women do these surgeries for other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you want the body like, Dre and Michelle. You want these things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I also feel that there are some like deeper issues. And that's why I said
validation. It's validation. That's the word I was looking for. Validation.
It's a validation type of thing. And I also feel like that's why we do see women go back and reverse the surgeries because what they think they're doing it for, the way that men are now approaching them, it's different. You're now not being seen for just you being beautiful. It's your body. You're now instantly sexualized. You're instantaneously sexualized. And I think that has a big thing to do with it as well. And I think that women sometimes miss that like they forget that is, or they don't know. Because if you're going to go to BBL, you may have never even experienced that type of sexualization until it happens. And so I do think, and I also think that mental health has a huge part to play in it. I think mental health I think that plays a factor in all parts of our lives. So I think mental health has a thing to do with it. And as far as Black Chyna, I'm saying all of this in like 30 seconds. As far as Black Chyna, I love this for her. I think that Black Chyna, I think someone said it in the comments when I was watching, she's realizing her value. And she's been this sex symbol. And as you know, like we're in every phase of our lives, we changed. I'm not who I was when I was in my 20s. This 30-year-old Deanna is a completely different woman. And I come with completely different energy. So this is just her growth. This is just who she is becoming. And I mean, she got millions, and she's going to be able to help a certain help, or maybe I don't know if help is the word, but she's going to be able to open up a conversation.
Absolutely.
You know, she's definitely opening up conversations about the surgery stuff. So I love it for her. I love that she's openly talking about God in these decisions. That's another layer. So that's my nuggets.
Well, thank you for your nuggets. We appreciate them greatly. We missed you. Yeah, no, I'm super, like I said, I'm super happy that she's doing it openly, because I just think it's for all the people that do watch her and look up to her, because there's a lot of women that do, that they'll see it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to tell people you love God. It's okay. You know, there's so many different things that she's doing that it's giving people a platform to be comfortable in that skin, in that thought, in that process, you know, and that it's not always about being in the club, being in this tight dress, you know what I'm saying? There's like, that's not what makes who you are. It's only what you wear.
I also love that she's allowing people to see that you can change your mind.
Absolutely.
She has made
I think that's great.
Lifestyle off of what this body looks like, and her being Black Chyna, and she's saying, I changed my mind.
Right.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want to revert to what feels good to me. And I think that is a big thing.
I can't wait till after hours, because I call bullshit on everything y'all talking about. But gang all day. Y'all
whatever.
Of course.
You don't think it's great? I think it's great. I think it's a great thing that she's, even like I said, K. Michelle too. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other women that had it done and they pulled back off of it. For it to be in social media, like you say, kids can see this, younger girls coming up, even some women that already battle mental health, they think that that's the way to fix the problem. But then you'll see this didn't fix her problem, because that didn't say who she was as a person, how she thinks, you know.
Yeah.
It just showed how she wanted to look.
Hey, I'm gonna be an asshole before after hours come in and say she knew what she was doing. She's gonna make a lot of more money after this. She knows exactly what she's doing. She gonna set up a therapy clinic where she gonna take all the bitches that got all the fucking surgery and their medical bills, go pay for the fucking go pay for the clinic, and she will become a billionaire after it. I'm just saying, gang all day.
I mean, that's a good job. If that's how she tends to utilize it, I think that.
I feel like.
And it'll help, like I said, if she opens the door for that, that's smart. Somebody has to do it. It's like.
I feel like everybody is so quick to be like, oh my gosh, mental health. We have to be so much better to people who have mental.
Yeah, my bad, Smooth. I already played that one. My bad, Smooth. That was my.
The silicone implants in your backside, you lost 10. The silicone implants in your backside, you lost 10 pounds when it was removed?
Shots. I want to explain to you.
Yeah, because explain it to me.
Silicone injection shots is loose silicone. It's not in a bag, it's not in anything.
Right.
So now you're just injecting a foreign object into your body. It can travel to different parts of your body. It can travel to your lungs. And if it travels to your lungs, it can kill you. And if they hit you in the wrong vein or artery or in the buttocks area, it can instantly kill you.
That's so scary.
Wow, that's very scary.
Right?
Wow.
I mean, like,
by her coming out with this and telling that a lot of people can educate themselves now.
I absolutely, I mean, I heard I think it's like when K. Michelle came out with it, because that's when I heard about it. I didn't know these girls were doing that. I was in the dark about this whole injection situation until it injections in the butt, okay? When K. And there's a comedian, she's on Wildin' Out. I think her name is like Miss Mimi or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. She talked about, like, she was from DC and she was a stripper, and she was like, I want to make more money, so I need to go get a fake butt. and she paid like some chick $1,000 or five grand or whatever the case was, and she went and got these injections, and she's like, I don't know what's in my butt. And I'm like, how could you just like think that like that's okay? Like, I don't know. At the time she didn't know. She was young, she, you know, impressionable, wanting to just be a, you know, this stripper or whatever her aspirations were at that point. And this is the way to get there, because this is what you see other women do. They have, you know, the girls with the big old butts have more money, they have more clients, they have whatever's going on. But it's like, I don't know, there's so much where it starts from, originates from, that if we have a different mindset, if we, you know, if, like I said, if we even like tell each other, if you see women on the street like, hey, how are you doing today? You could change someone's life. Someone may be on their way to kill themselves, and you're like, hey, I hope you're having a good day.
In deeper terms, I think she left a satanic ritual. Thank y'all.
Well, we're definitely going to hear about this in the after
later, right?
In the after hours, which is coming soon. It's coming soon. But no, I thank you guys for your opinions. I thank you guys for being super transparent with us. Let's just go into the after hours. So we're going to go ahead and thank you for watching tonight. It's been a short conversation, but we just thank you for tuning in. Biz.Entertainment.Network. We're going to have a link in the comments if you want to give your 2 cents about what we've been talking about. Please,
y'all do your thing. Y'all do your thing. Y'all do your thing. I'm chilling.
No, I want to go into after hours, sir.
Because I want to hear. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
definitely.
No,
I really want to go, and we want to hit the link. I want to hear everybody's point of view, and I want a huge conversation about it, only because I think we need to all not be on the same page, but different perspectives, I think would be really good for this conversation. That's all.
Absolutely.
But thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl, Jazzy Jazz, Miss D, Miss Kat. We love you guys. And we're going to go hit that link, y'all. Karma, hit that link. Absolutely. Everybody hit that link. We'll see you in a few. Hello. Put the link there. Did you put the link there? Put the link there. There we go. There's that link. For those of you that want to join our conversation, give your 2 cents. Please hit that link. Come join us. Have this combo. And then, Biz, what are you talking about?
Yes, let me hear.
So y'all know Black Chyna got a tattoo removed, right? No, she got a lot of shit removed. She got tattoos removed. She got all the.
I did hear something about the tattoo.
All of that, right? And I'm like, well, what's the need of removing the tattoo if it had no significance, right? Like if it had nothing to do with, you know what I mean? Okay, maybe she was like, well, it's stretched out, right? You know, it would make it look saggy, right?
What was the tattoo?
What was it?
The tattoo was a Baphomet tattoo, right? It was this satanic tattoo, a satanic tattoo, right? That a lot of these like Hollywood entertainers, like you know what I mean, like satanic shit, right? And supposedly, yeah, it was a devil tattoo. It was and to in the speaker terms, like literally, it was a Baphomet, right? And the Baphomet is a kind of like a sex god in a way, right? It's the ball, right, where they would sacrifice children. I mean, it's very deep. It's very deep. It goes deep. Right, and she supposedly says that she don't have no idea. She didn't know that was the tattoo, and that's pretty fucking weird. Like, you know what I mean, to put a tattoo on your body that you really didn't. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So when we see this, I saw it as like, okay, why? Not so much of why all of a sudden, but she's up. Like she's really up right now. And the biggest thing from right now is to become what? A billionaire, right? So what's the biggest way to honestly kind of do what you want to do in a way? She's not being controlled in a way. Like there's no Hollywood is not controlling her. Like she's not being, she has enough money to damn near almost, you know what I mean, buy a few buildings in Hollywood is what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
So, you know, with that, you don't really need the success of these other people. You know what I mean? You have the attributes to get it done. So when you're leaving something like that, you tend to do what? Leave it all behind. Like what? Tattoos, hairdo, like, you know what I mean? You know when a woman is like getting ready to just transformation her life to transform, like everything changes. Like
Kind
everything
of like a bad
about
relationship.
changes.
Like you change yourself when you get out of a bad relationship.
Exactly. You're leaving
Or not
something.
change yourself, but do do things differently.
You're leaving
I
something.
think that would be a good thing for her. Like at least she's she's doing it to make money after. I think it's a good thing because even then, now she's starting something that a lot of these other influencers, you know, stars have not done, to let people know that it's okay to be your natural self. Like, you know, so even if she causes it to bring a lot of people in to, you know, not do it or to take it away, I think it's a good thing. So I think that'll be good for her.
It's funny that, or not funny,
We would
haha,
want
but
it
like,
to be
that you
good.
say
We
that
would want
because a couple months ago I saw a video with Black Chyna's mom, and I thought this was like all for show. Black Chyna's mom was saying like people like demonic presences have her daughter and will like she's gonna die or something, like some weird stuff. And I was like, why would you say that about your kid? Like, and then
I think her mother's crazy.
Hey, no, check. Hey, the mama may be crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story of me being on the road. I was in Desert Rocks, Utah. I'll never forget Desert Rocks, Utah. And in Desert Rock, Utah, that shit is real. Like that whole demonic shit, that shit is some real actual shit. I always said if people was in church and they're praising God and right, and that's real, who's to say that this devil worshiping world ain't real, right? And I had to be on the road and tour to kind of see it for myself, and that shit is really real. So you really have people that are out here that really have tattoos or quote unquote mark of the beast or whatever to symbolize certain things and to represent a certain cause. I mean, she even said it in the interview. Y'all, that she said what? I was going around wearing this shit because I was like a billboard. Her job, you get what I mean? Her job was to influence others to do it. And if they kill themselves, what's the art of satanic? I say this shit all the time, man. People overlook it. The art of satanic, hold on. The art of satanic shit, right? The art of satanic shit is when, okay, if I have a poison apple, right? And I tell you this is a poison apple, and you go and eat it, it's suicide. It's not on me now. But in the satanic world, they also believe where it's wrong if I don't tell you that this is a poison apple and you eat it. Right now it's wrong on me because I didn't tell you that was a poison apple. So when people already know that Botox and all of this shit is bad for you and they do it anyway, is it wrong on them or is it wrong on you? That's how they look at it. That's the satanic world. So if I can get someone who has a high influence on multitudes of people, millions of people, and I can persuade her to do, you know what I mean, to do what I want, put this tattoo on.
I get it. I get that where you're saying one thing, like how you're explaining it. I get but she's trying to change whatever she put out into the universe. She's trying to correct whatever the reason she's doing it, whatever her basis behind it. I mean, we'll never truly know.
Black Chyna gets the pros of ink.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we only know what she says. So we can go, okay, and embrace the fact that she's being positive. She's opening these doors for people to have this conversation. Or do we dwell on the fact that she was
No,
saying,
no, don't get it twisted. She's not having a conversation about the satanic world that she came out of or what she just got rid of. She's having a conversation about the fact that she's quote unquote recovering her life, transforming her life in this sense. Well, what are you fucking transforming from, right? That's what I look at. What are you transforming from? What was so
Black Chyna gets the pros of ink removal before removing her devil tattoo.
Heal anything outside of that frame, let me know.
I heal pretty fast.
Okay. So sometimes you can heal within the day and it'll feel like a sunburn somewhat. Okay. I do have an aftercare for you.
Okay.
It's at the end of that page, so this will go over everything that you need to know. So it'll give you keep it out the sun, what type of SPF to put on it.
Okay. This is gonna be, I'm so excited. I'm so ready for this tattoo to be done.
For sure. Yeah, as long as I would say the full removal is where it takes more time. The name of the game right now is lighten up to cover up. A lot of people have older tattoos, whether they don't want it or they just don't. It just they can put something else, right? So for me, I had a tattoo. My very first tattoo was right here.
Wow, it's like nothing.
Like nothing, right? So I can do all portraits now. Versus I had computer font that said R.I.P. to my great grandmother and had the date. Mm-hmm. So I removed that. So I was like, this is like prime real estate. I could put almost anything right here. I can get a portrait right here. So that's what people are doing. Lighten it up. Whether if you have an unwanted name, something like that, do a few sessions. Right? Yep. Do a few sessions, then you can cover it up. Versus covering it up now, your artist A might not even do it. B, if they don't cover it up, because you have to go really, really saturated in that area, they kind of distract the eye and go big. So a cover up here, you might end up with a whole forearm tattoo.
Whole sleeve, yeah.
Covering up a little name, and then if that still shows through the artist, all it takes is one picture. They put that on Google. It's with them forever. They go to type in someone's name and someone complained about that and didn't go through. That's the work. So these artists now they'll get you can get a picture, somebody put it like a exact replica on your tattoo. These artists are great these days. They want the best canvas possible. They'll cover up some of them.
I think that was her going through the ordeal of it. That was a pretty long video.
Right.
But you know what I mean? The aspects of her leaving from who she was to who she is now, I think it's a good thing. But what I'm saying is where she come from, and then or what she's coming from, right? And then when we say that she's this is a great thing, I think it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, shit, come to the light, motherfucker. Shit, you should have been over here, right? But my thing is the effect. It's like a drug dealer saying, "I'm not gonna sell drugs no more." But damn, motherfucker, you left a lot of motherfuckers. There's a lot of motherfuckers drugged up right now. You know what I mean? They thought this was the shit, and now you switch reels on them. It was like the whole single lady effect to me. Like Beyonce say single ladies, and all of a sudden next month she got married.
So,
yeah, I mean, hold on, you ain't part of all this.
She should have presented it a different way. I think she's presenting it the only way she knows how or knows best, and it's by being public. Because if she did all this behind the scenes, then she wouldn't be helping anybody. She wouldn't be enlightening anybody. So I definitely.
What would have hurt? What would have hurt if she kept it behind the scenes?
Then nobody would know.
I don't think that it would have hurt anything. I think that she has a team behind her. I think she's very strategic about this, and this will create revenue because she's talking about she's already Black Chyna, and now she's making this huge shift, and so it's still going to provide income because look, people are wanting her to come on their shows. She's still getting a ton of views. She was very strategic about it. I think that her life is in the public eye, so why not discuss it?
Right.
That's like when somebody shows you their whole pregnancy on Instagram and then they have the baby and then they don't show the baby. You that's our baby, sis. I was there when you was
we was at the doctor's appointments together.
I was at the gender reveal. That's our baby. Right. That's my internet nephew.
People get very invested online.
Yeah, so I feel like she was very strategic in about how she's doing this.
Right.
But is the purpose to help? Like, it may be bringing knowledge, it may be to help, but she's also going to get a bag while she's doing it.
Right.
So there's a
she should get that bag because she did it for someone else. She fucked herself up for someone else, you know, to get a bag. So hell, she might as well do it for herself now.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I was trying to say. She fucked her whole self up to believe in something and then got rich off of it. Don't get me wrong, y'all haven't forgot she got like 200 million richer. So I'm pretty sure if she was a million richer, she would still be on that OnlyFans. But when you're 240 million rich, I'll cancel that motherfucker. I got my funds diversified in other fucking investments. You know what I mean?
And what's interesting is that she was saying like it was still a leap of faith for her because she knows how much money she can make.
Right.
But she is going to make so much more now because of what she's going to bring a whole new audience. And like, I think we were talking about it on Ladies Night when we were talking about like the strippers who Mimi wanting to have a stripper body. So her the people she was around were other strippers, right? So she's only, you know, whatever. But now what Black Chyna is doing is she's opening a whole new door for another set of women to come and follow her.
Right.
Right.
Sure.
Yep, absolutely.
A whole new floodgate for women different women, not just BBL women. Now it's women who need to get breast implants taken out. Now it's women who's had weight loss surgery and need to figure out what to do and what not to do. She
actually hit one of the biggest industries, which is the healthcare industry. So she's gonna make massive money. She's about to be. She's naturally beautiful. She can speak to the audience, and she's being authentic. Everything she get now is hers by herself with God's help. She's
understand. She's about. I'm telling you, she's about to be a billionaire after this. Like, I think it was the greatest like political.
It's a chess move.
It was a chess move, and I think I think a lot of people really look at it as for her heart. And I'm like, man, y'all understand this woman got fucking bank. So she could go on the procedure and get out that motherfucker clean, get the best doctors for it. Right. That ain't happening for the average female who went to Brazil and got an ass shot and a couple titties done. You know what I mean?
Had a couple.
Yeah. She got better. She's gonna be able to do this on a high level. Because with the health industry, that's $1 billion industry off the rip. That's my area. She's a major influencer already. So with her stepping into this arena, she's gonna kill it.
Yeah. And guess what? All the medicines are gonna stop. I'm telling y'all, people, if y'all ain't diversifying your funds into real estate, because there's gonna be a lot of fucking bitches that need some real estate convalescent home, because ain't nobody gonna want to take them. All the shit dropping everywhere.
Oh my gosh, really?
Man, they're gonna need special people. Look, they're gonna need a special person. I'm telling you, they're gonna have a whole special like class for motherfuckers to think. Like, look, her ass gonna drop on Tuesday, so you gotta put the tape on it on Wednesday. Make sure you put the crazy.
What the heck?
It's gonna be homes for women that's, you know what I mean, titties keep dropping. You know what I mean? Look, sorry.
He said,
that's why it's a good thing that they're influencing. It's a good thing that she's influencing people to take that shit out.
Right, for sure.
It's a good
I just want to be taught. I just want to be taught how to maintain it. How do you maintain it? Because that's a good job. You know, that's a really good job right there. You know what I mean, you gonna make some bank.
Well, they tell you. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know what also is interesting about her? You know, you've seen, I don't know if you guys have been like on social media, but you see like Kim Kardashian's body is changing. Khloe Kardashian's body is changing. And they're changing their look. And she is the only one, not her only, but like K. Michelle, they're the only ones having this discussion of the why I changed it. Right. And I think like I think her name was Karma was saying, like, she's being authentic or appearing to be.
People are
going to gravitate to that. People gravitate to that.
For sure.
Have you guys heard about this? Black Chyna, Hollywood celebrity and film and television star, has recently walked away.
Hold on. Smooth. That's the video that I gotta. We gotta chop it up because it's pretty extensive. But we'll play just play like a minute of it. Smooth. You're gonna need to take out the bottom slide right there that's scrolling, so you'll be able to see when the minute passed. But yeah, this is the video that kind of triggered me and was like, damn, I didn't want to say it, but he's facts. He's right about this because that's kind of what, you know, but then he has a different narrative for everybody. So I'm not saying I believe everything.
You guys heard about this?
Go ahead, Smooth.
Have you guys heard about this? Black Chyna, Hollywood celebrity and film and television star, has recently walked away from the evils and wickedness of Hollywood and accepted Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior publicly. She released a public video of her being baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Let's check it out. Hallelujah, and all glory to God for that. Just another example that all of the things that the world tells you will make you happy is meaningless and will leave you empty if you do not have a relationship with your Lord and Savior and Creator, Jesus Christ. She's done some interviews and took some recent pictures after being baptized, and you can see that her whole countenance has completely changed. There's so much more peace and life in this young woman's face, and it is so beautiful to see. That is seeing from where she came from. Something else I want to point out in her baptism video. Have you guys heard about this?
Oh yeah. So check this out. Yeah, he's on some holy matrimony shit. But check this. Only thing he goes deeper in this and talks about the video and how she says talks about her tattoo and how she says she didn't know what the tattoo was about. She just got the tattoo, right? And maybe let's just say she didn't know what it was about. She just got the tattoo under just the assumption, I'm gonna just go with the flow type shit. Everybody's doing it.
Tattoo
right?
You showed us earlier.
Right.
She knew what she was getting. That's
No,
not like a butterfly that's supposed to be a locust. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I feel she knew what she was getting, but she didn't know what it signified.
What the gravity of it meant.
Yeah, like, what is this? Like, you know.
Right.
I think she lacks accountability with the tattoo. Yeah. I think that she lacks accountability. I think that maybe she knew and maybe she didn't know the full meaning, but she knew the surface of it and got it. And I think that she never thought that she would be Angela White again. She thought probably she was going to be Black Chyna forever. Right. And then it switched. So now it's easy to say, oh my God, I didn't know what that meant because she's Jesus Black Chyna. She's not the other Black Chyna. You know what I'm saying? So I think she lacks accountability in this. You know, that's, and if you could just say it, girl, I didn't know I was going to love the Lord again. I just thought I was going to be an OnlyFans. You know, I don't think that, I don't know.
I think everybody has a change of heart when they're at their rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? So once she hit that rock bottom and she's seen that this isn't going to work anymore, something has to give.
At 240 million? Oh.
Huh? Who said at 240 million? He's like, that's her rock bottom is 240 million.
But that's a misconception even in itself.
Right.
I like that.
Money can't buy happiness. Okay. That's just something that I believe. Like, money does not buy a person.
Hey, bullshit. Money can't buy happiness, but you so can get it to do it. So that's money bought her happiness. Listen, money bought her happiness. Money got all the plastic surgery off her body. Money got her back to where she wants to be.
But it didn't buy her happiness. I get what you're saying. It's a stage of happiness, but within her, she was not happy. So all the money that she had, it didn't bring her the happiness. So I get what you're saying.
Hold on. She was happy when she got the Botox. And then now she's happy that she ain't got the Botox. So money keeps her happy. I'm telling you, money
The
is gonna keep that
forefront
ass
of it.
happy. She got money to
We
pay
don't
for it.
know her inner self. So it would be more so like Vicky said, is when you're at your rock bottom. Okay, she have all this money, but she has no happiness. She has no force of where
Fulfillment.
she's going now.
Fulfillment.
Yeah, it's like, what did I do? What am I doing? What is this doing?
I mean,
I'm a baby's mom. You know, she went nowhere after she did all that.
Right,
Even
and if
with the
you
money,
know her
what did she
story,
do?
if you know her story, she's she's like the hoe in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been with everybody, and having that title for so long, it makes you feel like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So her having to build who she is, she has to
No,
build
I
be back up.
right, but Vic, I wouldn't call her the hoe of the industry. I would probably
No,
say
that's
she may
true.
have been categorized the hoe of the
That's
industry.
what she
but
was
probably-
categorized as.
No. Wait. But she only have 2 baby daddies in the industry, and we know a female right now that's been through more niggas, and the hardest nigga in LA fucked with her, right? And the nigga named Nipsey Hussle, and his chick was Lauren London, and she got
Just because
baby
she only got
daddies
2
like the
baby
motherfucker.
daddies. Just because she
So
only
what
got
we
2
saying
baby
that
daddies.
This tattoo was on Black Chyna's body. If you don't know what this is, it is a tattoo of the Baphomet. Those of you who, for whatever reason, may be unaware.
Second, I'm sorry, Smooth. One second, Smooth. My bad. But when you look at when you mentioned like she was the hoe, I just want to say like she wasn't that cute to be the hoe. Like, you know what I mean? She wasn't the Kardashian. She
But what was
wasn't.
her
All hoes
OnlyFans?
gotta be cute. All
What
hoes
was
ain't
her
gotta be cute.
OnlyFans?
They
Man,
gotta
y'all
have the right
crazy,
tools
man.
to be a hoe.
Man,
That
y'all
part.
crazy,
The right
man.
attitude.
Y'all
That
crazy,
that's
man.
right.
She wasn't getting.
You have never.
Look,
Don't
she
tell
wasn't getting
kids.
no
Come on.
action. Hey, she was not
Well,
getting.
where's the video? Where's the clip?
No, she,
Bullshit.
hold on, she wasn't
Cap.
getting no action. She was not getting no action without the ass implants and all that.
Yeah.
So
She
you don't
wasn't
gotta
getting no
be.
ass.
Oh.
She wasn't getting no. I'm telling
So,
you, she was not
I
getting
think
no ass.
what you're meaning to say is that she was a hoe when she was young. She was
I'm
like,
telling
she
you.
was having sex at that time for money. Like she was in that type of industry when she was young.
And my thing is,
No, that's not.
she was setting herself up for
Hey,
failure.
ugly though.
Like that's just my
From the
opinion.
beginning, I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying? She was setting herself up for failure. Like, how long can you keep hold that persona up for? You know what I'm saying? How long can you hold that persona up? That's like with a drug addict. Like, hey, and you necessarily ain't got to lose your money, but you can definitely lose your mind and lose that mental state to where you're living. You're fucked up. You're depressed, and the only way to turn is changing and getting a spiritual
You
connection.
guys, that sound like some good. That sound like some good fairy tale.
That's real life.
And it's true. She had to switch up. She had to switch up how she moves so she could get noticed in another rate.
How
Like,
do y'all
Biz, like you
understand?
said, but Biz, like you said, now she's gonna take it to now. How much is she gonna be worth after she took
Is
everything
it
out?
what
And
was her
what she opens
intention?
up.
So, right. So
Think
go
it's
back
more
to
so
what was
about
her
the money,
intentions
huh?
in the first place. If it's a political move to make $1 billion after it, what was her full intentions? She got the money, wealth to do what she needs to do and want to do with it. Now she could transfer and invest that money to get it done. She's investing her money. It's called diversing your funds. She literally did that. She invested money to get it off of her. And all of a sudden, all these nice campaigns, just like Carmen said, and y'all mentioned, the medical industry is a big industry. And they looking at her as to save lives. And now they're going to use her story along with K. Michelle, you get what I mean? To run these nice ass campaigns to get these women, quote unquote,
But don't you think it needs to be done because there's so many women doing these surgeries and going through the
right,
back
but I
door?
look at I'm sorry. I'm not looking at I guess what y'all seeing, I'm not looking at the saving lives here. I'm looking at the intentions. Like, what's your intentions?
And it's
Like,
not even intentional on her side, I don't think, all the way.
I think
some of
there's
this
so many
is-
different perspectives. I'm sorry, Coleman.
Right, and everybody has an opinion, and I just feel like she's she's just changing. It's a spiritual war going on now.
It's
and
good for her.
Yeah, and it's it's like you said, it's good for her, and it ain't nothing that anybody can say that's gonna make her feel any different on what she's doing. Is because once you set in stone in that, then that's what it's gonna be. But like I said, she definitely.
Y'all understand this the same lady.
This tattoo was on Black Chyna's body. If you don't know what this is, it is a tattoo of the Baphomet. Those of you who, for whatever reason, may be unaware, this symbol of this goat with a humanoid body is a symbol of Satan. This is a representation of Satan himself. And Black Chyna actually had this symbol tattooed on her body. Now, after recently giving her life to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, she decided to get this tattoo removed.
All right, so y'all know that I had this Baphomet tattoo, right? It got to come off. You know what I mean? I'm not about to have no mark of the beast, anything like that. But I will tell you this. When I first got the tattoo, that is not what it meant to me. You know what I mean? And regardless of what it is, I just don't want anything negative or demonic on my body anymore. So I'm about to drive to Vegas to go get this removed.
As we can see here.
Well, I really think if y'all heard, she said anymore, like regardless of whatever, I don't want it anymore. So she may have been demonic at one point. Yeah, she said this is not for me anymore, and this is what I'm doing. So was she satanic? Did she believe in all that? She very well may have, and was feeding into it to become rich and famous or whatever her position was. But she's now changing her narrative.
Yeah, definitely. I agree as well.
I agree.
Kat, what I'm about to say, Kat.
I know, right? I was waiting for it.
Of course, she knew what it meant because she basically was. First, she said, "I didn't know what it meant."
I don't think she knew the real meaning of it. She didn't know the
in-depth meaning of it.
Right.
She did not.
Yeah, she knew it for the area of. Right. She knew it for the area of the lifestyle that she lived at that time. She knew that.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Like she knew that,
but
it was
not deep enough though.
Tattoo. You know what I'm saying? And but she also said she didn't know what it meant, and that's not the reason why she got it, because it was demonic. But it's a picture of Satan, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you not know?
I've never seen that until today. I have never seen that till today.
Look at one of Beyonce covers.
If I would have seen it, I'd have been like, I mean, it looks scary. To me, the first thing I thought was, that's a scary. I wouldn't look at me because it's scary. It just looks scary. And I have a million tattoos, but that just looks like a scary thing to have on.
Right.
Oh, but she do it out of goodness.
And you know what? By her. By her having that tattoo, that energy from it brought her down. You know what I'm saying? Like what it means, like.
No, I know what you're saying. No, it's true. That's just like what Jazz was just speaking about. It's the energy and the different things that we have around us that will pull us down. So if you got a bunch of negativity around you, if you tattoo something on you, that's something you live by. That's your story.
Yeah.
Right. You're putting it in ink. You know, you can put ashes. You can tattoo ashes in your body now. Somebody you love, is something there. So I think it definitely was the energy tearing her down to her lowest terms, to like, I'm not feeling this anymore.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
But if she got a big, the energy, if the energy got her the bag.
The energy of the Baphomet God is literally all about sex and fucking child molestation. It's some BS. It's demonic as fuck. And for a person to put that shit on their body, and claim that they didn't know,
that ain't shit she worked for. That's money that she got for her kids. Everything. That's how she got that money. You feel me?
That's bullshit.
This is my opinion.
This is why we have what we have.
That's my opinion. You feel
I'm
me?
not
That's
saying that your opinion is bullshit. I'm saying that the theory of how like the women is
For
thinking
her,
about
right,
like
absolutely.
as if this is just not, or like she just got the tattoo unaware and she changing her
I
whole life.
we all
because
agree
this
that
is a
she is
beautiful
not taking
thing.
accountability
And I'm
for
like,
that.
shit, this is all a fucking game. It's the intentions behind it. I think it's great if you have great intentions behind it. And the intentions behind it, it just seems a little awkward to me because I can see that it's a big play on. I'm telling you, why she gonna come out with some pills in about a year. And she gonna be, I'm telling you, watch. And then everybody gonna be like, oh, these pills are good and they're so good. I mean, she's just a fast. I'm telling you, the mass is gonna run along with it. And it's the agenda. It's like if I ain't got a cause for the pain, I got a cause for the medicine, right?
So
And
do you
that's
think
I'm like,
Because
I'm
it's
saying
genuine.
there are people out
So
here
do
with
you
cause of
think she's
war.
pulling-
Check.
Do you
There's
think
people
she's
with
pulling
cause
on
of
women's
war.
heartstrings because
Hold
of how we see other women and what they go through? Like she's pulling on their heartstrings to make a bag. That's what you're thinking. That's how what I'm getting from you is that she's doing this because her ultimate agenda is something down the line, which I'm sure it could be. I'm not here to say it's not. But do you think she's pulling on our heartstrings, making us think the narrative is something different, and she's really that same person?
Women do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time.
Well, then this
Y'all do it,
conversation is
look
to
at the
be
justice
continued.
system. Look at child support. Look at all this shit. You know what I mean?
We're not going to talk about child support on this episode tonight.
I'm just saying, y'all do it all the time. Like she got a bag, and I'm not mad at her bag, right? And I think it's a great thing that she's relieving all the plastic shit. Yes, that's great. Maybe her body can like withstand a lot more and live longer. But like for a woman, for these women that have lost their lives already, pursuing the same thing that she's doing, the women that didn't have the money to fix the procedure. The women that didn't, the women. No. What about the one that came to fucking America? Hold on. What about the lady that came to America with one kidney less than when she left with? You get what I mean? Like there's so many more
about the women that went down there for surgery, for plastic surgery, and to Mexico, and they got killed, like right in front of everybody.
Oh, that was a drug deal. That had shit to do with no plastic surgery. I ended up looking into that. That was a whole.
No, they said it was a drug deal, but it wasn't. It was her getting surgery.
It was a drug deal. No, it was a drug deal. No, because there's no plastic surgery. No. Listen, there's no plastic surgeons in that area where they're at. There's no facilities or anything. So I ended up looking up that whole story.
I heard too that she went to go get plastic surgery.
Right.
Devil's
Yeah.
advocate, whether she went to Mexico to get plastic surgery or not, she got killed in Mexico, and the story was for plastic surgery.
Right.
So regardless of like what it was for, drug deal gone wrong or plastic surgery.
No, I'm telling you guys. No. People, they didn't. People,
they went somewhere.
She did not get plastic surgery. There was no plastic surgery area where they were at. I'm telling you, that came out of a rumor. That was not accurate.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
But that rumor's been happening.
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is, okay, like the devil advocate of me is saying, well, okay, let's say it was a drug deal, but the plastic surgery aspect happens so often when you tell someone that you're going to Mexico, where we know there's a ton of wars and a tour of not wars, but there's a ton of things going on, and you say, well, I'm going to Mexico for surgery. No one questions you because plastic surgery is so normal. We do not say to anybody, hey, why are you going to Mexico to do that? Like, save your money and get it done in the US. And that's the struggle. Even now, like if they went to Mexico,
we do know, sis. You know, D. Look, D, you know that it costs cheaper. You know it's cheaper in Brazil, like it's cheaper anywhere else, right?
At what cost? At what cost is it cheaper? You lose a kidney. You come back. You're killed. There's so many different things that can happen.
Right, but the whole point, they get it done. The whole point is how many women have got it done. They know the cost. They know. So how many women have got it done, and then you get a woman very sophisticated, very rich, very, very lives a total different lifestyle than any average women who have gotten plastic surgery and they don't have the actual means to fix things. So when things go wrong or the maintenance, I was talking to a buddy. He said it cost me $100,000 every 3 months. He said it cost me $100,000 every 3 months to keep my wife's shit up, right? For maintenance, because it's a maintenance job. Technically, it costs them. Technically, it costs them 92, 60, something like that. But it costs them close to 100.
However long? Every year?
Just to keep her shit on. Ass and titties, and you got a little lip and whatever. You know how that shit is. Like when y'all get one thing, you got to get more because you start spending the drug.
I don't know how that is.
She had got her ass done and she had got her boobs done.
Yeah, but you don't get that. You don't get that.
Maintenance on it.
That motherfucker get maintenance.
Maybe she wants it bigger. She's enhancing it.
No, I didn't.
Maybe she's enhancing it monthly.
They gotta keep that motherfucker.
There's a maintenance on it.
Yes, it's procedures y'all gotta go through. Y'all just do it yourself. You see. You got to get
I would educate. Like, what if it goes into that? You really shouldn't get it done. You're wasting your time and your money.
Right.
No, you're right. She got the money to do that with. I see females in LA, like I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of Latinas too. Like you'll go around these like fashion district areas, and you'll be like all these like mid-age Latinas, about like 35 to 40 or whatever, got like straight BBLs. They probably went to Brazil. I don't know, whatever. Right? But you can tell like they got it. And I'm like, yeah, they got to get that thing maintenance. And they do. They got to show up every 6 months, make sure shit ain't leaking. You know what I mean? Make sure shit is...
That's too much work. That's too much work, baby.
It sounds like we're talking about a car.
And too much money. Shit.
I'm like...
Too much damn money. Shit.
And that'll fuck up the mental for real. Like, fuck, I got
better things to spend my money on than that.
Right.
No, for real.
I do send her love. I do send her like prosperity and great health. But I look at it as like I see the intentions. Like, oh yeah, this is a big medical money move. Like, why you didn't do this shit 5 years ago when you were Rob and shit? Why you didn't do this shit when you was going through all the debacle with Tiger? You know what I mean? Like this is the time you money.
It wasn't her time to do it.
That's right. Yeah. This is her time. This is her time, and it don't matter what everybody says. She's gonna shine right through, and the money's gonna flow right to her. She's gonna even try.
That girl been gold digging the game since she came in. That girl.
Whatever, she got it.
Mama trying to do it now too.
About that bag. I'm telling you, she did great for herself. She has a bag, y'all. She's doing great for herself. She living a great millionaire's life, multi-millionaire, right? You know what I mean? Like doing her thing. So I don't see no wrong with her making her money. What I look at is intentions. You know what I mean? Now all these women who are fucked off now, who was following you like Jordan, you said you don't play basketball no more.
Oh well.
That's why it's also a mental health issue, because women should not be looking at other women who have the capacity to say, I'm going to change my body today, and in 5 years, I'm going to change it again whenever I change my body. Wow. Because we don't have the money to do that. So what's better would say, I'm going to focus on my personal health. But if we're not talking about that, if that's not what society is saying is good, and people are talking bad about the weight loss process, it take too long. When you see people in the gym that are not of a certain size, people are talking about it, making them feel uncomfortable. They're gonna go to quick fixes, and it's just society and society. People always say society doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter what people say.
It does.
If that was the case, social media wouldn't be a thing.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And
influencers, right?
It's true.
She made a bag off of people's insecurities, and she changed her mind now. She's came into a different light to see who she is. But it's unfortunate because there's going to be many women who don't have the money for it.
Right. Absolutely. To maintenance, keep up.
See, man, that wouldn't happen in the man world. In the man world, you get your ass chewed out. Like, look what happened to Mace. Like, when he went to be a motherfucking pastor, niggas is like, what? Out of here, gone. He tried to come back, he tried to come back with a little welcome back. We were like, maybe you'll get your pastor ass out of here. That's what happened with
welcome your ass back to where you was.
Yeah, welcome your ass back on the pulpit, motherfucker. Right?
Oh my goodness.
In you know what I mean, in the lady world, there's more compassion, there's more empathy, there's more, you know what I mean, where it's like, it's okay, we understand that you were just going through your moment and you needed time to change, and he should have understand that, girl, because you know you the best bitch, right?
Bitch.
The way you said it is like women are so empowering of another woman, but it's so not true.
Yes, y'all.
I wish it was. I really wish we were more empowering. So that was everybody's job for the next week is to compliment or say something nice to somebody at least every day. Every day.
That is something that I do daily. I utilize that. I post motivation. I reach out to different women. I add 10 new followers to my page. I send friends.
That's awesome.
I do it every day. Twice a day, I add 10.
Hold on.
You know, I'm also.
Are y'all saying that it's more women against each other than women for each other?
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Definitely.
What? What?
Definitely.
Where the fuck?
Cap.
Where the fuck have I been? Oh, I gotta turn my cap on for this.
That'll be next week's topic.
No, it's real shit. No, it's really real. And let me tell you why it's like that. One, because women.
He got on camera for this one.
Telling me that there are more that women out here are against each other than with each other.
Absolutely.
Cap.
It's sad. It's sad, but it's true. And the crazy thing is, you yourself, Biz, you can look into.
I know women fuck up towards each other. I know.
Just look at the women around you and see how empowering they are to each other.
Very empowering.
Right.
No, you're right, but y'all was empowering like a motherfucker. Wait, but y'all was but y'all was empowering with Blac Chyna's story. No, her story. The Blac Chyna story is empowering. Right?
No.
It empowers women to stop doing something.
The choice that she's making.
Absolutely. That was the empowering part because she chose to do something different and she chose to do it publicly.
Okay,
so that's empowering.
And then you got a lot of women out here that are doing doing the same thing she's doing. You get what I'm saying? And her changing her life can definitely empower somebody, another woman. You get what
Not
I'm
on
saying?
a major scale. Not on a major scale. There's more females that got appointments for BBL than
absolutely
getting BBL reductions. You know what I mean?
Well,
and I've never even heard of it until today.
I don't know. D McCoy looking at me like, what? I don't know.
We're gonna have to make this a whole other topic because there's so much behind this.
Listen to this. This is what I have to think about. If she stated she did it because that is what was happening at that time, so now she stopped. And if you get more influencers to stop doing it, then yes, it would give a huge impact on other women so that they can stop doing it too. Because this is what's happening now. You know what I mean? And then when we look at the men, we have more than 100% of the men telling these women, "Yeah, do it." Half of them is paying for them to do it.
Right.
So if we can stop that, and now we have big influencers to stop it, yes, I think it will be more empowering. But no, women are not empowering to each other now. No, they're not.
So
they would much more enjoy someone's downfall than someone's uprise.
Wow, I don't believe that. I think this is really hard to.
I think that it matters at where the women are in their life. I think that when you grow up as a little girl, you're like, I tell my daughter all the time, mean girls don't make friends. And so we practice kindness, and it's something we promote. But then I remember in high school, when I was in high school, I was super nice, but I could have been a little catty in high school. And then I got to college, and I'm like, I'm just a kind person. I am more empowering as an adult woman to other women. But I think it depends on your experiences that you've had as a woman.
Yes.
That determines if you're empowering or not. I think it's more now with feminism being a thing, I think it's more mainstream to be supportive towards other women.
This don't even look like the same girl, like the same lady. Like, I don't know if I can see it, but she just looked totally different without the lips and high cheekbones.
Yeah.
She just looked totally different.
It started to look deformed because she was getting too much. It would went over the top.
Right.
But I want to thank y'all for tuning in and just, like I said, sharing your experiences, your thoughts, everything, just coming and visiting with me and my friends and my family. And I just thank y'all. I wish everybody to have a good Saturday, have a good week. Like I said, if you're already doing positive things for other women, continue. If you're not doing them, let's start. Let's start making a change. We're not getting a bag for it. Let's just do it because we're good people. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't do it enough. I don't. And I'm willing to be super transparent and say, you know what? I can do better. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to start it there. And I'm going to see y'all next Saturday. Thank you so much for tuning in to Ladies Night. BizEnt.Network. Like, share, subscribe. I love y'all.
Oh, before y'all go. Oh, no. Good night. Good night. Good night. I have a good one.